Hi Femmes, welcome back to my channel. I have some easy staple weeknight meals that I usually cook throughout the week. They are paleo friendly and they are also gluten and dairy free. Let's get into it. First things first, I have chicken, sausage, and peppers. Pretty self-explanatory. Everything is from Trader Joe's and it's really easy. I use the spicy jalapeno flavor of the chicken sausage and it is already pre-cooked, so you don't have to do much. Just go ahead and cut it up. Get that pan ready. You want to throw that EVOO in there and let it heat up. Take out your fire roasted bell peppers and onions. They are frozen, so they're super easy to cook. You don't have to do any cutting. Right here, I'm just making sure my pot is nice and hot and the oil is evenly distributed, and then I add my bell peppers and my onions. And then I add my spices. I had a little salt, a little pepper. I did add some cumin, turmeric, and also oregano. Some good old spices to let that simmer in. Right here, all I'm doing is adding some leftover green beans that I needed to get rid of. I thought they would be a great addition to the chicken, sausage, and peppers. Right here, I'm adding the peppers, adding the chicken sausage. And then I'm just giving that a good stir, making sure it's evenly distributed, and then I'm gonna let it simmer. Go ahead and top that up. Let it simmer in the skillet for about 10 to 15 minutes, but make sure you watch it. And everything is all ready. Let's get it plated. Let's get eating. This meal was so scrumptious and good, and it was super easy and quick to make. It didn't take any time. I didn't have to think about anything, and it's really hearty. One thing about this meal is that I can literally eat the entire pan and not feel guilty about it. I so love chicken, sausage, and peppers, and the green beans made a great addition to make it even more hearty. Ground turkey and sweet potato skillet. Now this one's super great because I found it on Pinterest. I really like it because of course it starts off with your onions and then you want to add your garlic. You want to give that a good stir, but it's quick and easy as well. Right here I'm just adding my turkey and making sure that gets cooked down really well. Of course you want to add your spices, your salt, your pepper, and your oregano. Give that a good stir. And then I have this beautiful pepper that I found at the grocery store, and I thought it'd be beautiful in there. Put it in the pan with the ground turkey. And next I'm gonna get out my sweet potato chunks. And I used about 2 cups of these, and you can use more or less to your liking. And I added some spices, and I also wanted to go ahead and add some water so that it wouldn't stick to the bottom of the pan as it's cooking. You want to let that simmer for about 20 minutes or until the potatoes are soft, and then you're good to go. And it's time to eat. Oh, this meal is really good. It's one of my favorites because I feel like I'm getting my meat and my hearty sweet potatoes and, you know, a little bit of vegetables in there, and it's definitely tasty. The next meal we have is salmon, butternut squash, and asparagus. I always start off with a nice, beautiful seasoned salmon fillet. Let's see, I've got some peppers, salt, garlic, oregano, 21 seasoning from Trader Joe's, and I just make sure that gets nicely marinated. You're gonna set your oven to about 400 degrees, and you wanna let that preheat. While you're doing that, you can go ahead and get your EVOO ready, and you can start cooking your butternut squash. I used about 2 cups of butternut squash. I wanted to make my butternut squash sweet, so what I'm doing is adding some cinnamon, I'm adding some brown sugar, and I just want to get that in there and get it a good stir. I kind of felt like something sweet with my butternut squash instead of savory. Now we're going to let that cook down until they are soft. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to prepare our pan for our asparagus. We want to let this cup of water boil. We're going to add our asparagus spears. They are frozen and they're from Trader Joe's, and this is my first time having the frozen asparagus. I'm not sure if I'm quite a fan, but they were okay. Right here I just want to go ahead and add my salmon fillet to the oven and get that cooking. Butternut squash are, as you can see, they're done. And then that's on the plate. That one went by super quick, but it was super quick and easy, I promise. Next up, we have our chicken and vegetable simmer sauce curry. This one is super easy because all I have is some rice cauliflower, some frozen green beans. I'm gonna let those go ahead and simmer. Of course, they are cooking in EVOO. I decided to add some turmeric to this one, being that we're going with a curry kind of sauce. Of course, salt and pepper and all of that. I'm giving those a good stir, and this one's super easy because I already had some cooked chicken breast tenders that I just cut up and everything, and then I'm adding those to there. And this is the best part that's coming up, the best and easy part, the curry simmer sauce from Trader Joe's. Super good, super flavorful, and you barely have to add any spices of your own. I kind of get that in there. I don't want to put too much because I want to be able to, enjoy the flavors of everything instead of just a saucy kind of meal. I let that simmer for about 5 to 10 minutes, and then you're all set. You're ready to plate. You're ready to eat. It's looking good. Dinner's ready. It's the weeknight, but you're able to cook yourself some things that are easy and scrumptious and also nutritious. Femmes, thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, live light.